He's going to talk about the one mistake that Nike made that made Roger Federer a billionaire. Let's see what he's got to say, and I'll give my thoughts as we go.
Nike refused to pay Roger Federer $300 million. It was the most expensive mistake in the history of sports marketing, because that rejection turned Federer into something more than a sponsored athlete. It turned him into an investor who transformed $54 million into $330 million, into an ambassador who earns $30 million a year, retired, and into a co-owner of a company worth $5.7 billion. This is the story of how the most elegant man in tennis executed the most brilliant financial move in sports, a move that Nike still regrets. And if you think you need to be the best in the world to do this, wait until you hear how he did it. 1994, a Nike scout discovers a 13-year-old Swiss boy playing tennis. Roger Federer. No titles, no fame, just potential. Nike offers him $500,000 for 5 years. For a 13-year-old boy, it was a fortune. The bet worked. What is 17, Federer is junior world champion. Nike raises the contract to $10 million a year. For 24 years, Nike and Federer were inseparable. Together, they created the RF logo. They launched clothing lines. They sold millions. Federer won 20 Grand Slams wearing Nike. He became the face of elegant tennis. Nike was billing hundreds of millions with his image. Everything seemed perfect. But in 2018, something changed. Federer was 37 years old. His contract with Nike was about to end, and his team went to negotiate the renewal with a clear proposal. $300 million for 10 years, $30 million a year, regardless of whether he played or not, regardless of whether he retired. Nike laughed. Roger, you're 37 years old. You have a maximum of 3 years left in your career.
You can already see before we continue and hear what else he has to say, right? Even great companies, right, who have made so much money, make mistakes, guys. Nobody's perfect except God. So it's interesting when you think about Roger Federer, and Roger Federer is the GOAT to me in regards to tennis. Love watching Roger Federer play, and the fact that the guy's even saying he's the epitome of elegance in tennis, he's so marketable. So that is what separates Roger Federer, on top of the fact that he was so great on the tennis court. That's what separates him from the other players who are sponsored by Nike. Like think about Djokovic, think about Nadal, whoever else is on Nike, right? He's different. You could tell that from, I remember the first time watching Roger Federer, I was just like, who is this guy? I remember I was young and I was just like, whoa, like this guy is great.